So, all right, this is another little segment we got called the heat check. We got a little heat check going on.
Ooh,
You like that?
I like that. That was good. I like that.
Literally found that like 5 minutes before we jumped
Bro, we
on
need to
here.
get like matching lights and it flashes red when you do the heat. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. Yeah,
That'd be nuts.
So the heat check is basically, man, we want a time where, as host, we can just check in front of y'all, man, because what we see a lot of times, man, any artists, we hold a lot in, you know what I mean, and we don't give ourselves
Yep.
permission to really, really know how we're doing, and always have to be doing bad, but sometimes it's not always good. So I'm asking the question every week or every time we're doing this pod, man. It's a heat check, 1 out of 10. Frank, how you been, bro? Talk to me.
1 out of 10. Um, I say I'm at like a solid 8.
Solid 8.
Solid 8. Just came back from traveling with the wifey.
Off of the strength, dog. I was so envious when I was going through your
What?
stories,
Nah, bro.
man.
You was giving me all the spots to go to. You been there before.
Tell them where you went.
Went to Rome, bro. Italy.
Rome is beautiful.
Italy, Santorini, which is in Greece, and then we went back to Italy and went to Venice.
Okay.
Spent 12 days out there, bro. So mentally, I needed that reset. If you'd have asked me, if you'd have heat checked me prior to that, I probably would have been at a 4 or 5.
Oh, word.
Yeah, but mentally, that trip did wonders. So I'm at like a 8. I could be honest with that. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments too. Like, let us know in the comments like how often y'all go on vacations. Like, what does that look like for y'all? Because I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I just have an assumption that people don't vacation maybe as much as is needed.
Yeah.
Like, even for us, like it's part of our goals to really like plan out vacations now because we were. I mean, one early on we were broke, so we only had bread to kind of do it. But
right.
As we started to come into a little bit more of a stable situation, we were still in that mindset of just like, we're not really pouring into ourselves in a way that we maybe are able to now. So yeah, that's dope, bro.
That's super dope. Yeah, which is a great segue into how are you doing?
Yes, yeah. So for me, I've been on the hop, man. This year has been pretty solid, dude. Like, and it felt weird to say that too, because it felt like it's almost like when things are going too good, you just like, all right, man, what's finna
something about to go wrong?
Like you waiting for the other, which is sad. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We can't really enjoy the good that's happening, or even give ourselves permission to be like, yo, everything's like is good. You know what I mean? Like I'm a new father, daughter is healthy, like wifey is strong. Our marriage is probably as strong as it's been. Business is going good, not perfect, but it's going in the right direction.
Right.
The goals that I set for this year, we've been hitting them, for the most part. It's not all the way, there, but it's going good, man. It's like I optimize my schedule, so I clock out now at like around 3:00, 3:45. Better systems around just my life. Like I have a new assistant that handles my scheduling and calendar stuff. So I just been in optimization mode, and I would love to do a pod on that one day, just like how to build systems to get your time back as an indie artist and also stay insanely productive. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would love to talk about it. But yeah, I've been good, man. But I will say this morning, I definitely made my wife upset because so this is here. All right, so just being super transparent. We're in a season of life. I told you we got a new daughter. A new daughter. That sounds weird to say. We have a new daughter. I'm a new father. We have a child, and it is our daughter. Her name is Aloe. And so I said, my wife and I, our marriage is strong, but if we do have arguments these days, it's typically around parenting. And we've had to reintroduce marriage evaluation. So we do this thing called marriage evals. We got this from my best friend and his wife. She's like a marriage coach and all this kind of stuff. But it's literally a document and a set of questions that you set time aside every month to go through to evaluate how your marriage is doing. And earlier on, we did it a lot as we, got further along in our marriage. We didn't do it as much because we just, were in alignment, like things were going good. But definitely during this season, we needed the marriage evows back.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, man. It's just the frustration and irritation all comes up when
the lack of sleep.
It's not even lack of sleep. Well, at least not for me. It wasn't lack of sleep. It's mainly just preferences of parenting.
Gotcha.
Like we haven't had to really go there, because we just don't have kids, and so we had time. It's like when you get married in a new relationship, there's always that time where you're just like, two worlds, two points of view are coming together, and you got to figure out how to get it like two nations on the same page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that took work, and we got a good rhythm there. And now it's like, oh, well, how are we going to raise this little human that we just made? And I have a way that I want to raise her. You have a way that you want to raise her.
Right.
And it's right now the thing is sleep training. All right. So I'm the parent that's just like, hey, let her cry it out. It's not gonna hurt her. Da 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 da. My wife is just like, I do not want her crying it out. Like, I don't want that to, potentially damage her emotionally down the road. All this other kind of stuff. And I'm like irritated by the idea. She's irritated by my idea. She's probably a little lesser. She's a little bit more like gracious around that stuff. I feel like I'll own up to it. I have a little bit more of a stubbornness at times with it, where I'm just a little extra. But this morning, literally, she's, God bless my wife too for putting up with me sometimes, because she'll end up getting up in the middle of the night to like feed her, and I'm on my 75 hard workout plan, so I'm waking up at 4:30. I'm leaving the house. I go, do my 2 workouts, and I come back around like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Hey,
2 workouts, yeah.
Hey,
so we on it. 75 hard. If you don't know about it, we'll talk about it. But so I'm doing my workouts. But this is what I've been doing for the past 75 days or whatever. And it's been, it's fine. Like she's cool with it, but it's just certain mornings sometimes where Aloe's just not, cooperating. Like she just keeps waking up. So that was one of them nights last night. And my wife is texting me when I'm doing my walk in the morning. It's like, 6 o'clock. And she's just like, she keeps waking up. I'm so tired. And in my mind, I'm misreading my wife's, frustration. I'm just like, well, if we were sleep trainer, you know what I mean? Like we wouldn't have to potentially worry about this. Brother. And she was like, she said, well, I don't want her to, because she's at a place where she's, standing up in the crib, so she don't want her falling over, hurting herself, and all this other kind of stuff, all reasonable things. And I'm just like, well, I guess we're gonna have to prepare for sleepless nights. LOL. That's what I said. It's just this marriage 101. Don't follow Deraj. Like, I might have a lot of good tips, but just don't follow this one. But I want to know the comments too, for all the parents out there. Are you let the child cry it out? Or are you pick them up, console them, rock them to sleep? Let me know in the comments. What did you, Frank? What were y'all like?
We are luckily.
He said luckily.
We're both let her cry it out.
Oh, I'm so envious.
Yeah, so it's like, let her cry it out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, after a certain amount of time, we're gonna be like, all right, clearly there's not going to be any, she's not going to self-soothe. Yeah. Let's go in there and help her out. But yeah, definitely cry it out, bro.
Dang, man. I'm like, I'm low key envious, but I love my wife because, because there's wisdom in her approach.
Of course.
Even if I don't see it right now.
Right. There's reasons for both. I could see both reasons, both sides.
But she has valid reasons for it. I just disagree with the approach. And that's one of those things, like you got to learn how to, hold disagreements, but also still find a middle 100%. Ground. That's like marriage. But yeah, I definitely told her that she was not happy. Like I gotta, she let me have it in the thread and in the text messages this morning.
Yeah, that walk back into the house.
I had to just text. I was like, "Hey, man, you're right. I apologize. I was, and Grant, I was a little like I misread her mood because sometimes, had she been awake, had it been daytime, that would have not have been an issue. But it was because she was dead tired and she like." This nigga, you know what I mean? Like,
what's this cat talking about?
Yeah, man.
Get in here, man.